Here I am today, just on the outskirts of the village of Soportújar, as you can see. And look, we've got a witch on a broomstick. Now, this village is on the south face of the Sierra Nevada in the Alpujarras part of the region of Granada in southern Spain. It's about 2¾ hours from where I live. And I've come on a day trip here today because, as you can see, it's got a kind of witchy element. So why am I here? Why am I doing a video from this village in the Alpujarras? Well, because of that witchy element, because I'm getting inspiration for my event, Witchcraft, The Real History. I'm busy working on my talks at the moment for that event, and I thought I'd get inspiration and get in a witchy mood by visiting this village today, and I thought I'd share it with you as well. So here we go, we're visiting Soportújar, the village of witchcraft. Now, when I was researching this village, I found a website, the Sir in English website, and this is its description for tourists. It describes Soportújar as a small village where broomsticks fly on the nights of a full moon, black cats wander through its streets, secret spells are cast in its caves, and there's even a Hansel and Gretel house where evil witches trick children by tempting them with sweets before throwing them into the cauldron. Oh, I can't wait to see. So I'm just on the outskirts of Soportújar now. I'm just going to visit the witch's cave in a minute, and I've just found a friend here. So why on earth has this village got this kind of witchy theme to it? And they've gone big time with the witchy theme. I haven't even been to the village yet, but I've seen photos of it. This goes back to the 16th century. Following the Battle of Alpujarras in 1571, the Moors were driven out of the Alpujarras area, and it left villages like Soportújar barely inhabited. So King Philip II of Spain invited people from other areas of Spain. Now, Soportújar, he invited people from Galicia, so that's in northern Spain, to come south and inhabit the area. So Soportújar suddenly became inhabited by all these strangers. And the people that were left in Soportújar after the Moors left, the Christians that were left here, sort of viewed these incomers, these new people, with suspicion, because these people came with all their different customs and traditions and their legends. And these were sort of legends to do with sorcery and divination and things that the Christian inhabitants of Soportújar sort of saw as evil and of the devil. And so the newcomers soon became sort of branded as sorcerers, as witches. And these were dangerous times. I mean, we'd had the Spanish Inquisition in Spain in the sort of 15th century and going into the 16th century, where people were branded as witches. They were interrogated, they were tortured, they were imprisoned, and sometimes, you know, worse, execution, because of this fear, this paranoia. So it was really dangerous times, but having looked into the history of Soportújar, I can't actually find any mentions of anyone actually being executed for witchcraft. They were just sort of branded as sorcerers and viewed with suspicion. And this village, it's near to Orgiva and Lanjarón. There are tourist attractions that are well known around the world for their sort of beauty. And Soportújar wanted to capitalise on this tourism, I think. So they've embraced their tradition of sorcery and witchcraft and made it a big theme in the village to try and attract tourists. So I'm going to enjoy looking around this village. On entry to Soportújar, I've just come across this sculpture by Jose Vera of Baba Yaga, a witch of Slavic legend. And I'm not quite sure why a witch of Slavic legend is here, but according to legend, she would cook and eat children. So it's not boding well, really, for the rest of the village, is it? Someone that cooks and eats children. So here she is, Baba Yaga. And here we have, I'm not sure whether this is the witch's waterfall, but I found a waterfall and it's got a well as well. I don't know whether it's a wishing well. So I'm in the middle of Soportújar village, and it's taken us quite a while to find the Dragon's Fountain because, yeah, going around little streets of the village. But this is the Dragon's Fountain, and please ignore where the water is coming from. So as you've seen, the whole village here in Soportújar has embraced the theme of witchcraft, and it's all a bit of fun. I mean, we even went to the bar and we were surrounded by mobiles hanging from the ceiling of witches. There were witches everywhere, witches on the mantelpiece. It's like Halloween every day in Soportújar. But there is a dark side to witchcraft, and that's what I'm going to be exploring in my online event, Witchcraft: The Real History. Tens of thousands of people, mainly women, lost their lives due to accusations of witchcraft, heresy, sorcery, and mostly because of fear, because they were different, they were on the fringes of society. So that's what I'm going to be exploring, from witchcraft from antiquity to the modern era, along with historians Tracy Borman, Gareth Russell and Simon Entwistle. So please do consider registering for my event, and you can do that at claireridgway.com.